All right, everybody. Um, we put out the morning results video uh, to show you the trade that I took. Uh, Now I just want to do a morning review now that it's after 10:30. So as I've stated before, my trading window is from 7:30 to 10:30, and I'm really only looking for one trade to make my profits for the day and be done, which I got right off the bat this morning. Uh, but there were other trades that were available. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I will be doing a morning results video. So if I get my trade early in the session, I'll go ahead and post that trade uh, as a morning results video. And then after 10:30, I will be reviewing the entire 3-hour session that I could have traded to see if there were other trades available to take and how things would have worked out. So that's what I'm going to do for this video, which is the morning review video. Okay. Um, Now you can see my executions on this trade, which is the trade I took this morning that gave me $2,000 in profit. Disregard this. It's from an overnight trade that was just a test trade. I'm not counting it in any trades that I would actually take in a combine or funded account. Okay. And that's why I was on paper trading this morning. Again, I'm working on discipline. I'm working on uh, trade management. So when I work on something, I don't want to have to worry about P&L. I don't want to have to worry about being in an account that matters. So I will do that in paper trading. So for, today I was in paper trading. I did what I wanted to do. I didn't make as much as I wanted to make, but we'll get into that. So this trade, uh, the reason I did not hold it for a 3-to-1 win, which we certainly would have gotten. Okay, get back down here to 3-to-1. There we go. Um, which we would have gotten, right over here before the open. Um, the reason I didn't hold that for 3-to-1 and make my $2,400 is because took those both out at the same time. Um, I entered the trade on the first inverted fair value gap, and then I added to the trade when we inverted the second fair value gap. At that point, I'm just looking for previous high targets. Okay. Um, the first contract I took off at this high, and then I closed the trade at this high. Okay. Um, Probably could have went to that one and made my 400 extra $400 or close to it. Um, but I was okay with that. It's 2,000 instead of 2,400. I'm not gonna cry over the other 400. Okay. So I made my money by 8:09 in the morning, and I could be done trading for the day. Uh, if I've got a good feel on the market, uh, then this is something that now I've got profits on the day. I have a little bit of leeway, um, and I could even on $2,000, I could even give back $800 by taking one more trade, and still have an up day of $1,200 using $800 worth of drawdown, right? So if I had decided to do that, which today probably would have been a day that I did decide to do that because on the 1 minute, I mean, you can see it plain as day. Um, we were sell side on the market maker model, went into a 4-hour fair value gap. We swept. Where's the rest of my? Where's the rest of my indicators? Why is that not? Okay, let's do this. Uh, let's go to the indicator. And let's just take it off. Let's remove it because I've reset the defaults on that. For some reason, that is, which E levels, that's what it was. Like, what was the name of that thing? Are you kidding me? I didn't favorite it. Spaceman. Spaceman BTC. E levels. There we go. All right, there we got it. Yeah, because I set the defaults on that to show everything. So um, basically, we swept the Asia low, we swept the London low, and we went into the 4-hour fair value gap that I was expecting us to move into, right? Um, and that kicked off basically the buy side of the 1 minute market maker model. So if I know I'm in buy side um, of the of, of the market maker model, and my higher time frames, I am bullish biased because the daily and the 4-hour are showing us, and the weekly is showing us bullish price action. Um, so if I'm in the buy side of a market maker model, then there are going to be more than just this initial trade available, right? Um, and I could decide to look for the next available good trade and take it. I'm already in profit for the day. I can risk a little bit of that profit, $800 of that profit, and still have a good day. So, you know, there will be times when I decide to take more than one trade and try to make a little more money. And this is where, if you're reading the market correctly, um, and your first trade of the day is a nice win, you can risk a little bit of that on a second trade. And if the second trade's a win, it's just more confirmation that you're reading the market correctly. Now you've got two trades for a win. You can risk 1R on another trade and still be in a very good day. And if that trade wins, and so on and so forth, right? Through your trading window. Okay. I'm not saying trade all day, but through your trading window, if you're reading the market correctly and you're stacking wins, you can always risk 1R on another trade uh, and still be in a really good day. Now, if I took two wins and then lost one, I'm done for the day. I'm good. I gave back a little bit of my profits. I'm not giving back any more. I'm still in a very good day. Okay. So what I saw after the first trade that I actually took in the market was displacement that broke this level, this high, and it also pushed above the previous day's low. So on this liquidity sweep, we broke the previous day's low, the Asia low, the London low, took liquidity, and now we're on buy side of the market maker model. Okay, because here was our market structure shift right here. Um, so we get displacement that breaks through level and gets above the previous day's low, back into yesterday's range, right? So I'm looking for that to hold. Why would I expect that to hold? Well, one, we had our market structure shift, we retested it, and now we got displacement up. That shows me that our market maker model is on the buy side and we are going to continue higher. Number two, um, you know, why do I not wait for it to go up and then retest and then take the trade? Well, if I'm on the buy side of my market maker model, all my time frames are now aligned because we also just inverted a bearish 15-minute fair value gap. So the 15-minute is aligned, the 1 minute's aligned, the 4 hours aligned, the daily's aligned, and the weekly's aligned. We're all bullish. Okay. So now is the time to grab the market by the tail and squeeze. All right. So I'm not waiting for the retest to hold and go back up because underneath me, I have two fair value gaps. I just had displacement that broke structure. Even if it pulls back, I would expect the first one to hold. At the very least, I expect the second one to hold, and my 20-point stop loss is below this last fair value gap. Okay. So now I can go for a 3-to-1 trade, all right, from right here. Two contracts would risk $800 and make it 2,400. Okay. Um, so this trade would work out because at the open, we just shoot straight up. So that's 2,400. This is 2,000. That is $4,400 on the day. Am I willing to risk $800 to find another good trade? You bet your ass I am. Um, Now, I didn't take these trades even in the practice account. I was just looking at what was available. Um, so on the shoot up off the open, what did we do? Well, we came back up and we swept the London high. Okay. Um, and once we got above the London high, we can see that price couldn't displace further. It just stalled and was having a lot of trouble, right? Um, so looking at the price action, there is no bullish fair value gap in here to be inverted. The last bullish fair value gap was this one right here. Okay. And it actually had already been inverted, but once this candle closes, I'm going to go ahead and take the trade because it's like re-inverting that bullish fair value gap. And on the sweep, um, and this is, even if you don't count this fair value gap, this is kind of the way it goes, okay? If you don't have a fair value gap to invert, you really don't need it because you're shown something else. One, you don't displace further up from the level. You stall and you have a lot of selling coming in right here, okay? And then you get this big bearish engulfing candle that engulfs one, two, three, four, five up candles lows. Okay. That is very strong selling pressure. I enter on this candle. I don't even think I would wait for the close, but let's just say we wait for the close. My 20-point stop, I'm going to be comfortable with uh, because of the strength of that candle. I seriously do not expect it to come back and break the top of that because now we have now displaced back below the London high. Okay, this looks like a really nice liquidity sweep to me, and I'm willing to go for 3R. Okay, um, and there we go, and we get it. Okay, right back down to this. Is that a 4-hour swing point? No, previous day low. Um, and I think it is a 4-hour swing point. Yeah, previous day low would be a 4-hour swing point. So right back into that level, and just above it is my 3-to-1. So I'm very comfortable taking the trade to there, uh, and that one works out. Now I'm up $4,800, $6,800. Am I willing to risk 800 of that to see if I can get another trade before 10:30? You bet your ass I am. And we get it. Amazingly enough, at 10:26 in the morning, we dip back down into the fair value gap, testing the low of day, and we get a strong displacement candle up that inverts this last bearish fair value gap. Enter the trade, look for 3 to 1. Okay, here's where um, you know I closed the trade a little early. Okay, knowing that we're on that market maker model. Okay, and this is typical for a buy side model, right? You break through the first couple of consolidations, then you have a big pullback to retest the original liquidity move, and then you go back buy side again and haul ass, right? Um, knowing that, what happened is we got up to this 4 hour level and these other levels, and I was just, you know, we didn't displace through. We came back, and in 2 candles, we inverted this bullish fair value gap. Now, that shouldn't have bothered me, knowing that one, the previous day's low and the 4 hour level is right here. That is what we shot up off of at the market open. Everything is showing me bullish. I should have just held the trade and waited for the 3 to 1. But I already made all this money, right? So when it inverted that fair value gap right here, I would have gotten out of the trade. Too early, yes, but also just protecting $1,000 profit and protecting more than $1,000 of drawdown in the account to come back to break even. Okay, so I probably did take about $800 or $900 worth of drawdown here because we were really close to 3 to 1, but we didn't quite get there, and we came back. So I did use some drawdown, but I locked in another $1,000. Okay, if I used even uh, $800 in drawdown, which that was probably about right. Probably pretty close to 800 in drawdown on $7,500 in drawdown. I'm okay with that. Still have over $6,000 in drawdown. All right. And on the day, 48, 68, $7,800 in profit. Okay. And it's after 10:30, no more trading. So this could have been a $7,800 day in profit, only using $800 of my $7,500 drawdown. Okay. That is a good day, especially for a Monday that is literally range bound for the last 2 days. Okay. And that that is that. You know, I just I couldn't find a better day if I asked for one. So when I go and show you guys my back testing results, I'm not cherry picking days. This is today's price action in a range bound market, uh, in a 15-minute range bound market at that. And, um, pull that range up a little bit. Um, and I made $7,000. Okay. $7,800, almost $8,000. Okay. Could have been made this morning with very logical, very easy 4 hour fair value gap and a couple of other levels in between. Um, it doesn't get any better than that. It really doesn't. Right. So that's the morning review. I won't be looking at price anymore for the day. In fact, I'll be turning off my charts until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning when I get on and I look at what Asia and London have done. and what this afternoon does. I don't care where price goes. I don't care what level it hits. For the rest of the day, there's no reason for me to be trading. Okay. Taking the first trade of the day, if I had five accounts that I was copy trading, that's a $2,000 win. That is a $10,000 day. Okay. If I took all of these trades across five accounts, that is almost a $40,000 day. I, folks, I don't know about you, but if you're trading any other way and you're struggling, um, hey, keep grinding. Maybe it'll work, but uh, this happens every day, just about. You may not get four winning trades in a morning. You're gonna get one if you learn the system, can read the price action, and know what the hell's going on in the market based on time-based liquidity and fair value gaps. Folks, there is no limit to the upside on this. Okay. I managed my trade well today. I like that. I'm very happy with the $2,000 win right off the bat. Um, and waiting, for this level. And this is why I wait for 4 hour levels, right? I mean, this was the only one that I did well, even even that it was at a 4 hour level. It was the previous 4 hour high, okay? And we swept it by a tick. We also swept the London high. So this is a 4 hour level that I took a trade at. Okay? The previous day's low. This trade was at a 4 hour level. This trade was at a 4 hour level. This trade was at a 4 hour level, 4 hour fair value gap. Every single one of these trades happened at a 4 hour level. If you're not at a 4 hour level, sit on your fucking hands. Casper says it. And Dante says it. And I saw an interview with him the other day, or yesterday. I believe he pronounces it Dante, not Dante, like we would here in the States. But regardless, um, you know, if you're not at the place where you're supposed to be trading in your trading plan, sit on your fucking hands. All right. That is the morning review for today. I'll be turning the charts off. I've got laundry to do, grocery shopping to do, get ready to haul ass back to work and get my truck out of the hole. So I will talk to everyone and see all of you tomorrow morning on the trading floor channel live from 7 to 10:30, and we'll see what happens. I think tomorrow I'm going to trade a combine or Apex Eval. Uh, I feel confidence that I can now stay very disciplined, manage my trades well, and do what I need to do. Because also, after ranging for 2 days on the 15-minute time frame, I think either this afternoon or tomorrow we're probably going to have a breakout and head in one direction or another. So it'll be interesting to see and hopefully get some good trades tomorrow morning as well. So until then, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope these videos help, and we will talk to you tomorrow.